the topic of the discussion and hit the issues you typically find reluctant. Remove the facade to fill the gap with some substance. We undermining problems, expecting to overcome it. Please hold the applause. We doing it for the cause. People follow culture before they follow the laws. We rather face the friction and not attempt it at all. Persistence will find solutions once our contentment dissolves. There's a hard pill to swallow for anyone breathing, both for folks who stay woke and those who be dreaming. We ain't slaves, yet we still ain't experienced freedom. What we need is the keys to access the kingdom. We're all in this fallen world trying to stay intact. I'm just a beggar, point you out to where the bread is at. So follow the breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel. Thank Yogi Bear and the thought engineer for that on Monday. It's Man Talk Monday. Woo!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Man Talk Mondays. We are here once again doing it for you on Monday night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Derek, the thought engineer, here with my man, comedian John Yogi. How you feeling tonight, man?
Man, I am feeling Easterish. I got some good Easter food yesterday.
Okay.
I ate a couple of boiled eggs to my wife's dismay.
Oh wow.
Them devil eggs be going hard, bro. But boy, they don't be with us in the night.
I got a birthday shout out. Happy 45th birthday, bro, from Jakima. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy turned 45 this past week.
Yeah, man. Yes. Had an outstanding surprise birthday party this weekend as well, boy. It was a good time, man.
Yeah, man. It was good. My wife got me good, man. She got me good. I was not expecting it at all. It was a pleasant surprise. Walked in the place, see all my friends. Oh, man, it was great. It was great. Definitely enjoyed it. Great weekend. Nephew graduated from basic training in the Navy. We went to Chicago to celebrate him. Hung out in Chicago a little bit. So, man, had a pretty good week last week, man.
Kind of busy, a lot going on. A lot going on this weekend. A lot going on, man. It was a good time. It was a good time, man. Good time. Good time. Just running to get back at
Sunday. Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah. Yeah, Monday to smack people all in the face today, boy. So we ready to get it going. We ready to get it going.
See, all day Sunday, I was like, man, I should probably call in or something. I should not go.
Hey, man. But statistically, the day that has the highest rate of heart attacks is Sunday night, right?
I thought it would have been Saturday night.
Why Saturday night?
People ain't been to church in a while. They're trying to figure out what the world. They nervous about, because when you ain't been, they're gonna get up and ask you, say, excuse me, would y'all all the visitors stand up, be like this?
You confused on whether you should stand up or not. You ain't been so long. So should we? And the preacher call you out, Brother John. We ain't no visitor. We just ain't seen you in a long time. You like, Pastor, go on now. Sit down.
And you sit there sweating. You got to say something, and you try to remember what to say.
Oh man! Or you don't stand up, and then they call you up like, well, I don't know if we consider him a visitor. We ain't seen him in a while, so stand up, brother.
There you go. Yeah, that's brother. I like I said, I would think it would be Sunday night before Sunday morning, because you got to go to church on Sunday morning.
Oh man. No, man, but looking forward to Monday, man. People don't look forward to it. So a lot of people have heart attacks on Sunday night. It's the highest rate of heart attacks. Not that we gonna bring y'all down with the whole heart attack thing. We're just trying to say we're trying to bring some joy to your Monday. We understand how rough it can be. So that's why we're trying to bring some joy to your Monday, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So ladies and gentlemen, let me remind everybody, this is Man Talk Mondays. It's an open forum where we talk about everything from religion to politics to relationships. But of course, we're doing it from a man's perspective. Now, keep in mind, this is not just for men. We want everybody to participate, join into the conversation. Men, women, boys, and girls, everybody's welcome. Now, how you do this You simply go into our comment section, leave your comment, leave your question. This is how you can talk to us. By all means, we want to hear from you, right? So make sure you go in that comment section and let us know how you feel about what we're talking about today. Let us know how you feel. Don't forget, subscribe to our podcast. We're available on Apple, Google, Spotify, Spreaker, Bullhorn, a whole lot of different platforms you can catch us on. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you click on the subscription, subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube as well, depending on what you're listening to us on. And just support your boys. We do this for y'all, for the people.
We're trying to help somebody. Hey, you know what? Y'all really helping us, because I just found out, they just handed me this piece of paper. And they said, we have been on the air for 2 years. Is it 2 years?
2 years, huh? Man.
Bro, we should be drinking wine or something. Why were we celebrating? You know, we be looking for a reason to drink, brother. We should have been celebrating.
We're going to do our second anniversary show next week. Next week, we're going to do our second anniversary show. Right? We're going to have a hot one for you. You probably have some people on that we didn't had on before that just, drop in and talk about some stuff we normally talk about.
That's good, man.
That'll be pretty good. Yeah. Don't forget, we are on TV as well. You can catch us on BS3 TV, the BS3 TV channel on Roku. We're on live right now. You can turn to your Roku. If you got a Roku device or a Roku TV, you can flip to it right now. You can catch us live on your TV. Or you can go back and catch past episodes on demand. And be sure to go check out all the BS3 TV content. A lot of great podcasts, a lot of great content out there.
A lot of great content. And you might want to watch some of it, because you're going to meet somebody one day and they're going to ask you, have you been watching my show? And I'm going to be like, who? It ain't going to be pretty. So just make sure you check out some of the other shows. We got some great shows on BS3, man. Great family. Check out a lot of great content. So make sure y'all check out the shows.
Absolutely. Steadily growing with more people coming in, more content. So we got what you need. You're looking for entertainment. Got what your entertainment and information. We got it for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the portion we call Man Talk About It. Man Talk About It. This is where we talk about things that are going on in the world around us, some notable things that you may or may not have caught, but we just want to discuss it real quick. Don't forget, if you got something you want us to talk about, we can talk about that. If you got something that's going on, you want to just get a man's opinion on it, send it to us. You can send your emails to mantalkmondays1@gmail.com, and we keep it anonymous. We won't tell who you are, but we're going to talk about it, right? So you can send us an email, shoot us your email, let us know what it is that you want to hear about, and we'll talk about it, right? So by all means, shoot us an email, holler at your boys. All right. So first up, employee wins $450,000 settlement against former employee for an unwanted birthday party.
So what are you trying to hide? Where you don't want nobody to say, unless you're a Jehovah's Witness or something. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, they don't celebrate birthdays. I didn't think about that. It could be a religious reason, but normally when stuff come up, I don't think religion first. I think some foolishness first. So what would you be hide? You want to hide your age? You know, women don't like telling nobody that they actually 50 when they be trying to play like they're 30. So they don't really like telling nobody their age. So you think it was because of they didn't want about knowing the age or something,
And I'm gonna tell you, I kind of went in on it when I first heard it, because I'm like, man, people just start complaining about every little thing these days. But then I say, hold up, there's got to be more to the story. I just couldn't resolve that people just become that petty. But actually, the person said they were diagnosed with having some type of anxiety disorder, to where anytime they're put in on the spot or the spotlight is on them or attention is on them, it causes them to have anxiety attacks. And they told the employer this beforehand, and yet and still they still had the birthday party. Now let me tell you, everybody don't take panic attacks and anxiety attacks that serious, but those things are serious. You could die from those. What, man?
Me, really? So, okay, yeah. if you had told me it was a surprise party, then I would surprise. Okay, that's one thing.
Like, boy, that party killed, boy. Don't leave the jokes to you, man. Don't leave the jokes to you. I'm leaving you.
I'm just saying, just like we find everything to complain about. I get it. Listen, I get it. But to sue something, but to actually say, you know what? I'm taking you to court. And the courtroom full of all those people in there, that don't bother you. But somebody throwing a surprise party for you, giving you gifts, that bothers you. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time with this one, Dave.
I think they went for a settlement so they didn't have to go into court. Lawyers kind of hashed it out. Now, if they had been smart thinking about that, they should have forced it into court. And that person would have had a hard time with it.
I'd have brought him.
That's just devious. That's just devious, though, man.
I'd have brought him.
That's a lawyer's thing, though.
I'd have brought him a cake in the courtroom and said, "Happy birthday!"
Oh man, that's wrong. That's wrong. But are we getting too sensitive as a society, though?
I think we are. But we kind of taught to be, though. We kind of taught to where you don't have to put up with that, and they should be more caring. You should be heard, and because I'm noticing with parenting now, you have to consider your kids' feelings and talk to them and make sure you hug them. Because see, we didn't come from none of that. What? Hug them while you hitting them.
They rub some dirt on it. Go on, buddy. Sit down.
They come from none of that. You know what's, and this is totally off topic, but it is so amazing how differently the kids are being brought up than we were. I've never seen such a shift in the way things were when we were kids. It is night and day.
We couldn't afford to be soft, man. It was times, man. I got perfect attendance at school, and they was like, "He's here every day. Ain't got no choice but to be here every day." My mama got to go to work. We ain't got nobody to watch me. I gotta be here. Oh, yeah, my perfect attendance is not by choice. Bro, I would rather be at home sometimes.
Brother they had lunch. Brother had breakfast and lunch. We were trying to be where the food was at.
You better get that meal.
Hey man, bro, now my wife, I'll never forget, my daughter was in the junior high. My wife used to bring her lunch, and I was like, bring her lunch.
Bring her lunch.
It's crazy, brother. It's crazy, brother. It is crazy. Things have changed, brother. Let me just say that things have really changed.
Yeah, man. That free lunch used to be on time, brother.
That pizza. We had that pizza, them little square, that little cardboard little pizza square we had, bro. You be talking about, I ain't want to eat breakfast, and I want to make sure I'm ready for lunch.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, sensitive people, I don't know if it's a sensitive issue. I don't know if it's about sensitive people. This is a sensitive issue, though. I'm pretty sure many of you heard over the weekend about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky breaking up over cheating allegations. And I'm going to call them allegations because I ain't seen no receipts about what happened. It's just what I've heard.
You know what's kind of funny? Because automatically in the story, when you see that Rihanna is worth $1 billion and this brother probably worth about 10, 15 million, you automatically would think that he gonna be faithful or that no allegations or nothing will come up because of the money thing. But I imagine the money thing probably makes it tough to be with somebody that's got a purse the size of Rihanna's.
You think she remind him that she a billionaire?
When the last time a woman been quiet about anything? Tell me when a woman that make way more money than you, she gonna be quiet about it? Man, please, a woman don't be quiet about nothing. Nothing. She gonna come home talking about her day every day. Hey, you know what they did? They went to lunch today and they didn't even tell me I can go to lunch with them. I was sitting right in my desk. I said, you ain't saying that. They're gonna tell you about everything. They gonna be quiet. What is that? I told you I'm still working on that mute button where we can hit that button and you be like, yeah, okay, keep on. Yeah. They're gonna be quiet.
You would be filthy rich.
Hey, tell the brother, say, shh, don't tell nobody. So here we go.
Me just say, watch yourself, John. You say, watch yourself.
I'm simply saying.
But is there a level of money to where that doesn't matter anymore? Like, she a billionaire, but I got millions, so I ain't just sweating your billions. Is there a level to where?
Hold on, D. Hold on. When you got billions, dude, you in another stratosphere as far as money. The way you talk to people is different when you're a billionaire. The way you just shun people off. Yeah. The way you shun people off. Go now.
Be gone.
Hey, you walk in the room to I smell peasants in the air. I smell peasants. Come on, man. Think about that. And I would ask anybody, tell me I'm wrong. If you became a billionaire, tell me honestly you would be the same person. Because I'm not. I'm going to be just like Kanye. Y'all fools don't let me got my money right. It is on.
All right. Monique says, why does it always seem to be the woman's fault when these allegations come up? And we're not blaming her. Mm-mm. We're not blaming Rihanna. We're just saying, what was the dynamic? Because, listen, when there is something that's going on, the dynamics in a relationship, you got to acknowledge them. Well, and if Rihanna's sitting on $1 billion and this man got a few million, that's like I don't know. I'm trying to make a comparison without making it too bad, but
it just goes to show, man. On that brother's part, if he is guilty of cheating, it wasn't never in him to be faithful. It didn't matter how much money she was worth. It wasn't never in him to be faithful to her anyway. So to Monique's point, I knew Tramisha was coming back with something. I knew she was coming back with something.
We have an update. They already cleared the allegations now. The shoe designer said it wasn't true. They were in Barbados with ASAP's family for Easter. I keep my ears to the streets.
Well, okay.
What?
So
they lied on him?
Listen, let me tell you something. That girl, that designer, how you gonna drop the story? How is the designer that's accused of running the errands gonna say, nah, that ain't true, girl, I ain't did that. Girl, you trying to come up, quit lying. You trying to come up. You a shoe person. You the person that she say, shoe, girl, shoe. Go on now. Go give me some coffee. Come on, you the shoe person. Go on now. Don't listen. I'm not saying it's got to be true, but I'm saying this. They kids. I wouldn't put nothing past kids that's trying to come up in the game. And so you better keep that shoe girl close to you. Because she gonna be running out. What you say, D? She gonna be running out fetching what? D, coffee and what?
That was a pre-show joke. We're gonna leave it there in the pre-show. All right, Justin say he is young, but I hope he has someone in his ear coaching him. Listen, Justin said something important. Young cats need somebody more seasoned working with them. They need it. Man, think about it. Think about you as a young man. When you didn't listen to nobody, think about the trouble.
Oh, man.
And it's only because we just reckless. As young men, we reckless. We just doing all kinds of stuff. You need somebody to kind of pull your coattail, man.
Indeed, we didn't have no money. I couldn't even imagine having no money. Because it would have been, I can't even imagine. I'm so serious, I can't even imagine. But I know this. Do you think that her and Rocky,
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
What the ASAP stand for, I don't really know, man. These kids with these names, bro.
You think she gonna, as soon as she had a baby, you think they're gonna stay together? Go on and say it. Go on and say it.
Nah.
There you go. Okay. There you go. There you go.
I agree, John. If he wanted her, no amount of money she makes will keep him faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely right. Okay, Tramisha says, what is considered young? These people are in their 30s.
Yeah, but they got a young mind.
Isn't appropriate, rich or not.
Okay, Tramisha, what is it with Tramisha today? Is she not doing something? Because she is on here. I get it. What's Tramisha the one? It's like I remember her from a couple of shows back about something we talked about. I can't really remember, but Tramisha, let me say this: you can be 30 something in the mind, but sweetie, they still acting like they in their 20s, early 20s at that. They ain't been through nothing. Tramisha, you willing to co-sign and say that they've been through something to where they know what they're doing and they gonna act like they got some sense? Is that what you're willing to do on here today, Tramisha?
Well, I can tell you, ladies, you can't measure his maturity off the size of his Johnson. I can tell you that.
Well, okay, sir.
Hey, he command attention when he in that bedroom, but outside that bedroom, he ain't know about nothing. And you gotta live. Unless you're gonna put him on that street, put him to work.
Hey man, gotta go get it. Gotta sell some makeup or something.
Oh, she says, I punched you at the party. See, this is what John was talking about. People we talk to people on the show, and when you haven't seen people personally, sometimes they walk up on you. You don't know.
Well, you know, think what's so funny? I am oblivious to people. Hey, John, you know that my kids got me so messed up in my head. I don't know whether I'm going to come. And so when you come up to me, I apologize. It ain't personal. Oh, she was with she from Houston then. That's the Houston girl? Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. I'm about to get some security too. You
telling your location too, Tramisha. So
I need some security. Anybody know some good security people out there? Because I got people coming up on me all the time. I need some security there. Look at.
Hey man, but let's get into this because we talking about you got a man like ASAP Rocky who got resources and everything, and now he's in a relationship with his baby mama, and cheating allegations come up, which there weren't any solid evidence, but the allegations come up, and of course people react to it. But we want to talk about tonight, fed or fed up, appetites of a man. You know, typically when you're dealing with appetites, you're talking about a need that must be met. Right? So do you feel like men's needs get met in relationships enough?
I think prior to the woman shackling a man down and putting handcuffs on him or a ring, I think a woman is real studious about making sure the man's needs are met prior to getting the bag, aka the ring, aka the life, aka aka. Go ahead.
So prior to the actual commitment of marriage, you think women are more forthcoming in making sure a man has what he needs?
Oh, I think so. I would tend to say that if your needs, if the needs of a man are not met, well, see, I can't say.
What you gonna say?
Generally, women are more attentive. Generally, women are more attentive to a man and his needs when they're trying to get him.
So it's not locking them down, huh?
Once you lock them down, I think everybody tends to exhale and take a step back because you got the fish, you got the prize. So now you winning now. And oftentimes when we start winning, we want to take a victory lap around the pool to let everybody know we winning.
He said around the pool. So it's not about really taking care of the man or meeting his needs. It's about securing commitment.
Yes.
Problem is, once you secure the commitment, now you got to live with this person. So do women get more of a pass after the marriage on not meeting those needs that a man has?
Yeah, because I think prior to the marriage, I think a man knows he's probably getting the best from her that he's going to get while he's dating to get ready to marry. I think he knows that. Now, ladies, I don't want to fight with y'all, so don't.
Monique already coming, but she said so done. Your point goes for women and men.
You know what, Monique?
Are you saying this goes for women and men?
Okay, yes. Yes. Since you gonna make me jump in that pool, Monique. yes. I would have to say that I think in most relationships that's the best it's gonna be when you're dating, getting up to marriage. But I think after the marriage, everybody gets comfortable. Y'all take y'all wigs off and you find out what the men really do for a job and how they don't make that much money, and y'all take your eyelashes off that's out to her, and now everybody because I think once the perception is gone of each other and we get to deal with the real people, I think that's generally when the problems start because
Mika said, John, prior to marriage, no sir.
Listen, Mika, I get it, and I have a problem saying it, but the truth is, in society today, women not keeping themselves. Y'all, them draws is dropping. You hear me? They dropping. They dropping like it's prom night. I'm just gonna put it out there. They dropping like it's prom night. So for us to
prices at Walmart, huh?
I'm just rolling them back. They're rolling them back. Like it's Black Friday. Boy, I said Black Friday, you hear me? Like the TVs, boy. Do you hear me? Like when they bring the TVs out, people do it. Because listen, one thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna never lie to you. I ain't gonna
Monique talking about them. Listen, Monique, she talking about them boxes drop too. Listen, Monique, typically, if the panties are dropping, you guarantee the boxes dropping too. They probably drop first.
You know what, D? Monique pulls up to the show and say, yes, I'm going against everything they say tonight. I'm going to stand here and everything they say, I'm jumping in the comments.
Monique want equal opportunity smoke. That's what she want. Monique, this is man talk money. It's a little one-sided over here.
She say the boxes
coming from a man's perspective.
She said the boxes drop too.
How you know, Monique? How you know?
Whoa. Hey, whoa.
Talk to us, Monique. Talk to us. How you know?
Well, I'm just, and you know what? And it's sad. It's sad, but I think that's the truth about it, though.
Okay. So Chamisha says, spell out the needs, please, outside of sexual needs.
Okay.
He said, I came to tussle today. Okay, so Tramisha is ready for the smoke today as well.
Yes.
Grace said, wow, not Black Friday. They falling like crazy. Monique said she hollering.
They rolling it back, man.
Okay. All right, so Trudy, we're going to get into it. She says, what are men's needs? Men needs equals sex. Y'all not talking about nothing else. And see, that's what y'all think. That's all we about.
D, you know what?
Don't box us in.
Y'all don't know us like that. See, sometimes we need our D. Go ahead and tell them, because I'm about to break them down. So go ahead and tell them, D.
So we're gonna get into the 4 appetites of a man. Now I know this is just how we're gonna categorize these appetites or these needs that men have, right? So the first one, of course, is a physical appetite. Physical appetite. Now, this is not the sex. This is not the sex. We're talking about the physiological needs that a man has.
Yeah.
To be taken care of. Like they used to say back in the day, which I don't think people say no more, the way to a man's heart is through his
stomach.
Through his stomach.
Yeah.
Through his stomach. So women typically were accustomed to making sure they put together a good meal just to show, hey, I can feed you. I got you. Kitchen on lock. Bam. We good here. But now I think people these days think that's archaic.
Now the kitchen on lock for real. They don't go in it.
They working, man.
Somebody open the door. We trying to get in the kitchen.
They working, man. They don't have time to do all that. They working.
Okay, so we're gonna just check that one off the list.
But so for women, and we got some women in here, we just want to know. So if you can't really cook, what do you do in that case just to show a man that, hey, at least in this area, your physiological needs, food, I got you.
And remember, no sex. We're not talking about sex. Don't be bringing in rusty booty, because we don't want none of that. We're talking about what can you do? What can you bring if you're not cooking? What are you bring? What are you bring? What are you giving to us? Physical, to satisfy our physical appetite. Ladies, don't be quiet on me. Don't get quiet on me.
Yeah. That's somebody can't type fast enough. Y'all talking noise already. I know y'all talking noise. All right. So here comes Tramisha. Tramisha says, I'm a cook. I clean. I can dry panties and pray with you before and after. So she said, so we repent. Never been married. I guess she put that "tuh" on the end to say, in case you got something to say about it.
Well, I do have something to say about it, and I'm curious now. And this I don't mean no harm, but if you doing all of that, there's something wrong somewhere. Me and D talked about this prior. I'm tired. I'm tired of wandering around these pools with y'all, or going around circles with y'all. But Tralisha, because it sounds like to me you got it together. From what you telling me, but y'all fools always talk a good game and be raggedy when you pull up to the house. But so let me say this: I'm just trying to figure out if all that is all. If you all that, then what are you doing? How you running them off? Is it with your mouth? How you running them off? Because you doing something to where you running them off. Oh,
we're gonna have to get Tramisha on here. She's gonna have to have.
No, I don't need her on her. I need her to stay right where she at.
Monique say you can try different recipes or order out. Okay, I think the main thing is acknowledging that, hey, this man that I'm with, I want to take care of him. He hungry. Let me make sure I got that base covered. Grace said, try to cook, learn. And let me tell my story. Let me testify real quick. My testimony. So my mom, when I was a kid, when she first taught me how to cook, I can never forget. I was like 6 years old. First thing she taught me how to cook was eggs. I'll never forget. But she brought me in the kitchen. She said, son, let me teach you how to cook. She said, because you probably gonna get a wife that can't cook. And my wife
prophesied.
Bruh, like a imp. She put it out there. And when me and my wife got married, the kitchen was not her place. And she made it known it was not her place because she knew.
What'd she say, D, when she tried to make it known? What'd she say?
She said the kitchen is not my place. She made it known, but my mom had already prepared me. Mm-hmm. And because I know how to cook. I can cook for myself and anybody else that want to eat. So it was on me. But I know John don't like this. My love language is service. He don't like the love language.
I don't like that.
My love language is service.
I don't like that.
So you can, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, yeah, you can tell me I'm a great guy and all this kind of stuff. But when I see you doing things and helping me out, so my wife gets a hold to this Instant Pot. An Instant Pot, we want our dollars for advertising. Instant Pot. And all of a sudden things transformed. She got in there, and now she regularly cooks. And I feel blessed. Not that I can't cook myself, but listen, it means something when something you can do for yourself, somebody takes it upon themselves to do it for you just to show you they appreciate you. That means a whole lot. Let's be honest.
It does. But it does, D. So if you can't cook, get your Instapot.
Hey, and get some recipes. I'm telling you, it completely changed the game. She ain't even shy about cooking anymore. Trudy said, Monique told Trudy need to call in. She said they ain't ready. All right, Mika says, show effort, order out, get a couple of recipes you know you're good at, and a couple of good spots that you both love. Right. You ain't got to master the whole kitchen. Just get you a couple of recipes that you know what I'm saying. But the main thing is acknowledging that I want to take care of you in this area.
At least try. Burn some toast up or something.
We'll scrape it off, put some jelly on, and keep moving. Debbie's my sister. She said she definitely said that. She talked about my wife. She announced that she don't cook. During the vows, she told everybody this.
If you're looking for me, you're gonna come into the house and catch me in the kitchen.
That was not, but because she cared about me, she at least made the effort to get in there and do that. And that's the thing that speaks volume. Even if you mess up the food,
you try it.
Listen, what do we normally do? If your wife go in and she want to do something nice for you and then always turn out the way you want it to, what do men typically do?
Eat it anyway.
We eat it anyway.
And then we go to bed and throw it up later.
He said they go to bed and throw it up later.
That's what my friend had told me he did, not me. My friend had told me. What's the next one, D?
Hold on. Tremisa said he's trying to get away. You ain't getting away from Tremisa today. She says, I have literally stopped cooking for men in my life because they are getting wife benefits. Wife benefits without the commitment. If you can cook, though, it's so many ways to put effort, and you can order the meal kits to help you. Absolutely. Yeah, they got meal kits and everything now. The important thing is the gesture. That's the important thing. Let's go to appetite number 2. Appetite number 2, visual appetite. Men have a visual appetite, right? Now, you talked about a minute ago how before you get married, she always laid. She put it together, and soon as y'all get married, the moo come out, that head scarf.
He said a moo.
It was like, where was this when we was dating?
What we get comfortable, man. And you know what? And before Monique can get to me, I'm gonna say this. I think everybody gets comfortable. I think the man and the woman gets comfortable after the relationship starts. I think we forget what it took sometimes and how appealing we were when we got together. Because remember, guys, everybody wants to be wanted by somebody. Everybody wants to be attractive to somebody. So guys and ladies, we can't just let ourselves go. Now, I'm saying that real loosely, But I mean it though. Because you have to be. You want to stay appealing or attractive to your spouse. You want them to be able to show you off in some kind of way. Okay. You want them to be. You don't want them to be like, no, hold on, stand behind me. Don't move now. When I go like this, you go like that, so nobody see you. You want to make sure you are appealing to your spouse or your mate, just as you were when you were first with them.
So how should a man tell his wife, baby, you kind of letting yourself go?
Well, you know what?
Is it safe for a man to tell his wife that?
No. The best motivation I believe is for him or her is to start doing it themselves. You don't have to say nothing. You start going to the gym, getting in shape, tightening everything back up, because as you get older, everything gonna start going to the floor, and you got to get a suspender or something to pull it back up and tie it around your neck so it stay up. So, but start going to the gym, him or her, start going to the gym and start looking better, and it gets contagious in your house. It gets contagious because he don't want you to be out there looking like you a stunner. What they call them? It's just never mind. But they don't want you looking out there. They don't want you having a hot girl summer if he can't have a hot boy summer. That's real talk. That's real talk. Real talk.
Yeah. Because I understand schedules get in the way, and sometimes, man, you're just so busy.
I get it, dude.
Work and everything, but there's still some effort.
You know what? But you gotta find time for you, though. Oh Lord, no. So
Carl going back to the food thing. He said, "Heck no! If you can cook, I got it. Just get ready after we eat to pay for what you should be doing." We're gonna deal with that appetite in a minute, Carl. Just a second. We're gonna deal with that appetite in a minute. All right. So Monique said, "Yes, we both have a visual appetite.
Yes.
Do the work together and listen to what they like."
Let's see, Monique, I'm gonna stop altering what I'm saying because I know you're gonna fight me on what I'm saying. So I'm gonna tell you now. You made me alter my answer for the last time. After this, I'm going back in about. So let me say this. Yes, you're right. But listen, women, y'all are our glory. You better get your behind in that gym and get that butt tight and get that chest tight and get that stomach in and get that whatever you gotta do your hair, because y'all are our glory. Y'all are what we show off. We pull up in our cars and have you get out just so everybody can see you. So don't give me no, we want y'all to. We was fat when you met us. Whatever we was, most likely we still gonna be that, besides me, because I was like 6'2", and I had the blah, 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 blah. Now you can't even find none of that in there. But y'all are our glory. And again, if you want us to be better, y'all be better. Y'all be better.
All right, Tramisha says, I think for weight, you can work out together. For dress, buy your other what you like to see them in. Now, I can't help y'all on that hair wrap.
Now,
listen, I don't mind a hair wrap as long as when we go out in public. Because I understand you got to wrap it sometimes to keep it in the order it needs to be in. But, hey.
You better have that. We want that body tight, though. Get in there. Go do what you need to do. And then when you get done, get on in there. I'll see about you. Get on in there. Get on in there. Make us want you. Make us. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Nobody never told me this, but I always knew this. Man, relationships are tough, guys. And sometimes when you're wrestling in your mind about them, you need a little boost or something to say, okay, yeah. Okay, I do. I remember now what I felt about it and why I felt about it. Now that sounds shallow, but listen, in relationships, you need everything you can get your hands on to stay in these relationships because they tough. There's always things going on. There's always distractions. There's never enough time to see each other because y'all working trying to get stuff. And so you need every advantage that you can take or get to maintain these relationships. So I need you, in other words, get in the gym and that booty be kind of, when it go on flat, it lay down on that leg. I need that booty standing back up off that leg. You know, it be laying on leg. I need it to stand up on that leg. This how you know you're doing right. If you go stand in the corner and I look and I don't see no daylight in there nowhere, then I need you to get back to the gym. Ooh, my wife gonna kill me. This not me.
Yeah, she gonna kill you.
These entertainment purposes only.
All right, so let's go to appetite number 3, and this is what everybody's been waiting for: sexual appetite.
See, the funny thing about the sexual appetite, I don't think it. Listen, people be quick to say, "Oh, it's all about sex, all about sex, all about sex." No, that's not necessarily the thing. Most of the time, I think we spend more time arguing about sex than we actually spend the time having sex in relationships. I think it's all about communications, because as you start working on your relationships and you get further and further in them, your life starts changing from what it was when you first started dating, when you first were together. When you guys first were together. Go ahead, give me guy come back.
Now, Mickey said, clap another time, John. We want to look good for our men, and trust me, if y'all see it, we seen it too.
Oh, all right. So then you agree with me. That's your awkward way of saying I agree with you, John. You're absolutely right. I get it. But let me say this: it's not as much about sex. It's not as much about sex as you think it is. It's about the communication of sex. And sometimes it's just about you being around us. It's just about your aura, you in the room with us. It's not as much about sex, man. It's about the communication and the talking about sex. Hey, listen, honey, I'm kind of tired tonight. And then he said, well, that's okay. Just roll over on your stomach, and then I'll go ahead and take care of you. It's about communication. It's about, hey, baby, I had a long day today. Well, yeah, I'm gonna rub your feet and give you a massage. Then I'm gonna flip you over, and then I'm gonna go on and take care of that. And then we both gonna be good. It's about communication. Y'all fight us too hard for something that y'all gonna end up enjoying anyway. Y'all fight us too hard. They fight us too hard.
Hey, girl, you know you're gonna like.
It's like
Teresa says, we want y'all. We have to want y'all too. This isn't my story, but I see married women have babies and then their husbands start wondering. Shake my head. They had those babies for y'all.
You's a lie. You is a lie. No, they did not. No, they did not. They had them babies because they wanted them babies. Don't you put that on me. And then if you're gonna have them babies, you better order that snapback. Wherever you have that baby, you drink this stuff when you're in the hospital, and when you come home, that body snap back. Don't you come home talking about, ooh, I'm getting fat, we're not gonna comment on that. You need to order you some snapback. And Trelisa don't be running up on me either.
Okay, so Mika says, doesn't that change too, the sexual appetite?
It does.
Now, I think it kind of goes back to what Chamisha was saying a minute ago. When you start adding a whole lot of different components to life, you only have so much time. Now, I will tell men this: in the interest of what you desire, you got to make sure she has time.
There you go. Because if she working like you, you can't expect her to be cooking and doing all that stuff if she working a job like you. Because if she working, if you want it like you want it, if you're gonna be boss, then go run up in there and be the boss and have her come home. That way she can cook and she can do all that, so there's no excuse about when you want her to be there for you. She can be there for you. But if you cannot and are not able to, there has to be some compromise. Because when she's been running around all day, bro, you're gonna be disappointed. Go ahead.
You just brought up something interesting. So if you and your wife have settled on a lifestyle that requires both of you to work, it requires both of you to work. We're not saying that you're working just because you want to, but the lifestyle that you want requires both of you to work. Should men begin to kind of pull back on their appetites?
I think it's natural though, D. Most of the time when you guys are working trying to get it, man, it's hard to maintain a high level sexual appetite when y'all trying to get whatever it is y'all trying to accomplish together. most of the time we tired together. Most of the time we got to go and take trips together because we tired because we're trying to accomplish something. So it's unrealistic to think that woman is going to be coming in there swinging and off the chandelier and all that like she wasn't if she working just like you are. Now, but again, like I say this, if you the boss, then bring her home and you can call that.
Yeah, that's a good point you brought out. Carl said that's the main appetite. Your relationship got hope as long as you all still want to hit. When that die, it's over. Now,
not necessarily, man. Not necessarily.
I think it's a gauge.
It's funny. It's funny, man. But I remember reading something that says, we get to points in our lives to where it becomes more than just sex. We understand what's going on with her because we do as we get older, as we start to change, things change for us, and it's not as much about sex. It's funny. Now we want it when we want it, but still, it's just not about sex.
Now I say it could be a gauge because if y'all never had a problem there and now you're having problems, that's probably a symptom that there's some other issues that need to be worked out. Because whatever those other issues are, they're starting to get in the way of this one area that y'all always clicked in. If the bed was where y'all always clicked and now things ain't vibing the way they used to, that's a symptom that there are other things outside of the bedroom that are taking place that are beginning to creep into there and it's getting in the way, which means now I got to start paying attention to all of the other things. You know, are we communicating on just life stuff, the bills, the kids' doctor's appointments, just everything.
The mental aspect of sex, dude, you cannot discount life going on and what that does to the mental aspect by sex. Because sex is all mental. Sex is me desiring you in a way where you desire me and we thinking about each other and it's right here. Well, if you bringing in the bills, the kids, because I know my kids don't have no chill. I don't know nobody else's. My kids just do and do and do. You like, can I just get a few days of chill? No, we're not giving you no chill. We're going to keep on. And you bringing all that stuff in the bedroom with you, bro, you ain't, no, not because it's too heavy a weight to bring in there.
All right. So Teresa said, this confuses me. Women were working and cooking and working out before marriage. Why would that be an excuse in marriage? Trust me. The dynamic changes.
When you see her, you tell her, I said, you put your sign back, put that back up. Can we put that back up, D-Cook? She said, if y'all can do all this for marriage, she don't want to hear no excuses about why you can't do it once you get married. Girl,
I heard it from a woman. There's a woman saying this. Y'all heard it.
It wasn't me.
Y'all heard it. Rob says sex can't be the foundation of the relationship. It's an integral part, but if sex is the only connection, the end is coming. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why I say if this is where y'all vibing, not to say it's the foundation, but if it's where y'all vibing, if it's a meter that you look at, if things start getting off there, it's like I need to go and inspect everything. I gotta go check out everything to see what's going on. So that means we need to go have a conversation, plan a trip. You know what I'm saying? You plan a vacation because somebody burned out somewhere. You plan a vacation where y'all can get away from all the stresses and the worries, and y'all can actually have conversations. Because when you go on vacation, you got to take some time to actually have some conversation.
We need to get to the last one, D, before we get out of here. Let's get
to the last one. Let's get to the last one before we get out of here. And the last one is emotional appetite. Emotional appetite. You mean men have an emotional appetite?
Listen.
Not emotional creatures, are we?
Dude, I'm telling y'all, it's mental. For the most part, it's how you make us feel. Do you appreciate me? What do you do to let me know you appreciate me? Do you tell me? Do you got my back? Don't you have my back? I mean, how do you make me feel about me and you?
Yeah. The emotional appetite is about making a man feel appreciated, understood, and heard.
Men will leave you because somebody else makes them feel the way. And it's not about how she makes him feel with sex. It's about how she makes him feel about him. About him. She makes me feel like she appreciates me. Men will leave women that don't give them this particular thing right here.
Yeah. Justin said communication is key, and also be able to take coaching from your spouse. You got to value your spouse and value what they know, value the information they have, value the authority that they have on certain subjects, because it takes all of it to work. Communication is the oil that makes all the parts work together. That's what communication is. When there's no communication, just like in an engine, if you know anything about an engine, the oil is to help those moving parts stop from locking up, because it keeps the heat.
Women don't know nothing about no engines.
Hey,
they're putting gas in the cars either, D. So let's talk about
emails and hate mail to
it's the flour. It's the flour in the pan when you in there making cornbread. That's what it's the flour.
You stir it up. When you got things, you got moving parts, and relationships has a lot of moving parts. When you have a lot of moving parts, you got friction that builds up with those moving parts. You got to be here one day. She don't know you got to be there at that time, and she's looking for you to take the kids to a certain place. And now when it's time for her to get, and all this stuff, now y'all get upset and things get heated. But that's what oil does in the engine. Oil keeps down the heat so the parts can keep moving the way they need to move. And that's what communication does for relationships. It keeps the friction down so things don't get too heated. And y'all can actually function together.
One thing about a relationship, the oil.
Teresa said it's not 1822, John. We know what oil do.
I was trying to get out of here before somebody comment.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Now, just like all can keep the relationship going, women, y'all talking too much can shut the engine down. It'll bring it to a drastic stop, and the car will flip over like 4 times because it was running smooth. Listen, my understanding was that when people say something about women talk too much, I don't think it's necessarily that women talk too much, because women love to talk. Listen, I get it. Y'all love to talk like y'all love to shop. I think if y'all had to pick, y'all would be like, nah, that's okay, because I love to do both of them. And I get it. But I think timing is everything, though. I really do. I think timing it's a time for everything.
Yeah.
So pick your spots. Pick your spots with him and let him know, hey, man, I really talk about this, because most of the time my wife just talk, and I don't even think she care whether I'm listening or not. Every now and then she try to give me a quiz or something. But, what you talking about? But listen,
the talking ain't always about the quantity, it's about the quality. See, because we ain't gotta say much, but the things that we do say, give it some value, give it some credence. Don't just act like we don't know what we talking about just because we don't see things or put it in a way that you would. And let me say, just because we don't do things the way you do it or you would do it, don't mean we do it wrong.
Yeah.
And you got to understand that. So when you talking to a man, when you listen to a man, don't look at your way as the only way. Men, we fixers. We just what we do. So when we lay it out, you just gotta give some value to what they're saying.
Right.
Woo!
Final
thoughts, sir.
All right.
Sir.
All right, my final thought for this evening is this. As much as we talk about the different languages and what men need, there's much more to men, just like there's much more to women, than sex. We have so much more to offer. And remember what I said, most of it is mental, about how you make us feel. You know, one thing, a woman will say, I just love the way this man make me feel. And we are, man, I'm telling you, that to me, that is the most important thing on earth. Because it doesn't matter to me if you give me the bomb in the bed and you talking to me like a dog the next day, I'm going to continue to get the bomb. but I'm gonna be looking for somebody else that's gonna talk to me with respect and make me feel good about myself. It's all about how you make me feel about me. Think about this. You should want somebody to feel as good about you as you do them. And that's my final thought. So, like I was saying, it's all about.
Nah, we missing our producer tonight. So
I know, man. I know.
we flying solo. King speak. Listen, relationships take a lot of work, and anybody who is not up for the work, you guys gotta take a step back and really assess it first. Don't dive into it and then let the expectations of it start hitting you all in the face. You should be able to research and look at this thing before you jump into it. But let me tell you, it means something when there is somebody there who cares enough about you to share life with you. You can do everything yourself, really, but it means something to have somebody there with you who says, you don't have to do it, I'll do that for you. Whether it's cooking, whether it's clean, or whatever it is, I want to take part of that off your plate. Because I appreciate you, I'm all about you, I'm here for you. That means something. In the words of Teddy P, feels so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. We just got to learn how to give that love. And that's what we wanted to share today. How do men receive love and affection from women? So we hope this enlightens somebody. So next time you with your man, you can start attending to his needs. And you can see a good man will reciprocate. A great man doesn't wait on you to reciprocate. He does it anyway. But there should be some level of appreciation that says, because he's willing to do for me, I got to make sure I'm doing for him as well. And that's our King Speak for this week.
Man, the time flew by, brother, man. It flew by.
Yeah, man. Missed our producer. Our producer had other things to take care of, so I was manning the ship by myself. So if I missed some comments, I apologize. We try to catch everybody, but thank everybody for all of your comments. Thank you for the conversation. It was a good conversation. We appreciate y'all tuning in, joining in the conversation with us. As always, we try to bring y'all just good content that could possibly help somebody. Right?
And even better conversation, guys. If we want you guys to be a part of the conversation with us, because we can have some good conversation without y'all. But so we felt like we would do the podcast so we can invite y'all in to be a part of the conversation.
All right, real quick before we go, man, let them know where they can find you.
Well, I'm here every Monday night, by hook or crook, on Man Talk Monday. You can find me on Facebook at Comedian John Yogi. You can find me on YouTube at John Yogi. You can find me on the gram at Yogi Lou. And you go to my site at yogilou@yahoo.com.
And as for me, you can find us Overcomers Empowerment Ministries every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on BS3 TV, as well as Facebook and YouTube. And also you can go back and catch past messages from Overcomers Empowerment Ministries. Ministry is all about empowering people to live this life in a fashion that God has called us to live it. God wants us to be prosperous in this life, in every aspect, in relationships and finances and health and the whole nine. He wants us to be prosperous, but how does that happen? That's it. There's understanding that we must gain, and that's our job, Overcomers Empowerment Ministries, to help people get that understanding. So check us out. Go check us out. Don't miss next week. We're gonna celebrate 2 years. Good, 2 years of the podcast. We're gonna bring some friends through. We're gonna have a good topic for you, and we're gonna just have a good old time.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a good old time.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.
Thank everybody being here with us. We appreciate y'all as always. We're gonna catch y'all next week. Have a good one.